today I'm going to be uncovering all of these books. So I'm gonna begin now. So, yeah. We see here that I have all the books. You see here part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, then part 5 special edition, and you have part 6 right there. So let's go through all the titles. The Last Kids on Earth, which is on Netflix. Last Kids on Earth and the Zombie Parade. Last Kids on Earth and the Nightmare King. Last Kids on Earth and the Cosmic Beyond. Last Kids on Earth and the Midnight Blade. The Last Kids on Earth, June's Wild Fight. Then one of actually my favorite book of them all, The Last Kids on Earth, The Skeleton Road. So I'm kind of interested in these books. So let's start from this book, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, 5, then, So I'm not going to be reading them, I'm just going to be kind of like uncovering them. So I'm going to begin. Let's begin with this book, The Last Kids on Earth, part 1. So I've seen in almost every book there's like a page in the end from a random page from the book. So this could be like a picture from like maybe page 143, random guess. So let's read the blurb, which if you don't know is the back of the book. 42 days ago, I was an ordinary kid living an uneventful life. But now it's total monster zombie chaos, and I'm battling beasts on a daily basis. Crazy, right? But I know exactly how to make it through the zombie apocalypse. Jack Sullivan's ultimate feats of apocalyptic success. Locate Quint Baker, best friend and inventor. Find and rescue June Del Toro, the coolest girl I know. Defeat Blarg, the biggest, baddest monster in town. Become a zombie-fighting, monster-bashing tornado fool. Wish me luck, cause I'm gonna need a bunch of it. Let's begin with part 2. Part 2. The Last Kids on Earth and the Zombie Parade. As you can see here, it doesn't show the back page, but it says, terrifying fun, Max Bailey, The Last Kids on Earth, big thrills and even bigger laughs. Jeff Kinney, author of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So let's just read the blurb for this book. Snarky End of the World Fun, Publishers Weekly. So some things about being in a zombie apocalypse are totally awesome. Like, I have the 3 best friends in the world, probably the only people left in the world. I have my trusty pet monster over at my side, and now the zombies are disappearing. That's a good thing, right? Or is it? So, but some weird, mysterious force is summoning the zombies away. And that anything can control zombies. Is this too much for even me, Jack Sullivan? Zombie fighting, monster bashing tornado of cool? Sneak peek, it's not. Spoiler alert, it's not. So let's go on to part 3 now. Part 3, The Last Kids on Earth and the Nightmare King. So this is the latest season that actually came out on Netflix. Here we are. So let's read the blurb. Praise of the series. Terrifically fun, sneaky end of the world fun. Publishers Weekly. Jack Sullivan perks of a life after a monster apocalypse. Living in an actual treehouse. Spending all day racing on an epic go-kart course. Our boring old town is now Monster City. Quint, Dirk, June, and Rover, aka my best buddies plus by monster. I'll say it again. An actual treehouse. But we might not be the last kids on Earth after all. Also, we're hunted by the monstrous Nightmare King. An ancient evil is set to destroy the world. All in a day's work for a monster-bashing tornado of cool like me, right? So let's check if there's... No, oh my god, So let's go on to part 4 now, since we've done part 1, part 2, and part 3. Guys, leave a like down below if you're interested in this. Let's now hop on to part 4. The first book I have that's actually a hardcover, if you can actually see by the shape. The Last Kids on Earth and the Cosmic Beyond. The most fun you'll ever have in a monster zombie apocalypse. Since this is a hardcover, it won't actually have a blurb to read, but it will show you the books, one that's coming and the one that's another one, like probably a special edition or another one that's coming. So let's go on to the back page. You can see that this is actually a page in the book. So I'm gonna tell you the characters. If you're actually a fan, you might know the basics: Dirk, June, Rover, Quint, and Jack. But then there's another human called Evie. But don't think that this Evie is actually on the nice side. She's an evil human who's trying to help a guy called Razak in the book. And quick spoiler alert, Dirk gets zombified. So let's just go on to part 5 now. Here we are now with part 5. Believe it or not, Thrall actually comes back in part 5. If you read the book, you'd know. The Last Kids on Earth and the Midnight Blade. The most fun you'll ever have in a monster zombie apocalypse. There's no blurb. This is a hardcover, so there's no blurb. So in this book, Thrall comes back, and that's really the only person who comes back. And another villain called Rast, who Evie works for. He can control zombies with his tail. Then Jack defeated him and all the other humans. Then got the power of the tail with his Midnight Blade, which is the Louisville Slicer. This that he's holding right now. And spoiler alert, in part 6 he has 3, zombies in his team. So yeah, and last thing of part 5 is really that it's just that. Wow, I forgot what I was gonna say. Let's hop on to part 6. This isn't part 6, but it's a part 5 special edition. Like, it's a new edition. Never mess with Jack now. He has a Louisville Slicer. So, The Last Kids on Earth, June's Wild Fight. This is actually a book for June. There's no blurb again, but it'll show you the books right here. So, spoiler alert, there are 2 new characters. Wretch, called Neon. If you don't know what a wretch is, it's revealed in part 3. And it's actually very, very nice, actually, somehow. Then you have, what's it called? You have you have an owl, I forgot his name. Wow. Johnny Steve, oh yeah. Then after he's just a crazy owl who thinks he knows everything about humans. So now let's hop on to the actual part 6. Yeah. So because this is not part 6. It's part 5 special edition. I don't know why it's not part 6. But let's just go to part 6. Here we are, part 6. My favorite book of them all. Here it even shows all of the books that are in the series. Okay. Spoiler alert, Thrall comes back again, and wait, I forgot to mention the villains of part 5 special edition. There are ogres and someone called the Rifters. But in this book, Thrall comes back, and he's, if you know part 1, Blarg, He controls Blarg, now called Blargus, or the Death Fossil. Now he has 3 more zombies on his team. Their names are Lefty, Alfred, and I forgot the third one. Let's read the book to find out. Yeah, it's not showing. But thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, about the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel with all post notifications, like the video, and share with your friends. Bye.